Jon Jones injured for real. UFC at the White House title fight overload, and Arman Tsarukyan running wild.
Let's go!
Let's go. We're here. We're live. It's the whole crew doing the thing as we do.
For real?
AJ, looking extra Canadian tonight. I didn't realize you had a whole getup. Wow.
Nothing like being like in the Winter Olympics and being behind Australia. Go figure, dude. We're 15th and Australia is like 14th. We're behind Australia in the Winter Olympics.
In what?
Something
Total
is wrong,
medals?
Dude. Total medals, man.
What about gold medals? Do we have any gold medals?
No, we got 0 gold, but Australia
Really?
has 1.
Oh.
Come on, Canada, man. Jesus.
That's disappointing.
I'm going to blame it on Trudeau.
I
ruined the
have
Canadian
not
Olympics.
seen 1 single second of any of that. Not a second.
Freddie, think about it. Australia is ahead of us. How much snow do they get in Australia?
I'm not sure you want me to mention the only part of the Olympics I've seen, so.
I saw Jake Paul crying.
That was a good one, man.
I've seen a lot of Jake Paul this
record.
week. I saw him crying because his girlfriend won a gold medal in skating. Speed skating, I think.
He broke a record, dude.
His girlfriend was quite impressive. And then I saw Jake Paul with Arman Tsarukyan, which kind of ties into our show.
What?
Tsarukyan.
Wow, I didn't know
Jake
that.
Paul was in Armenia today with Arman Tsarukyan. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Arman Tsarukyan's social media game has really taken shape and like become a thing over the past few weeks and months. And he's making himself kind of like undeniable as far as a title contender. He's just bursting onto the scene, causing
Kinda like your little
trouble,
one.
causing a ruckus everywhere he goes. Kind of like some people I know. Who I think
That's
have
the way it is
disappeared.
these days. If you want to get a title shot, you got to get your name out there. Because Arman Tsarukyan has earned a title shot just on resume, but it's not always about resume, so he might as well do that.
Yeah. I'm being invaded right now. I have to take somebody out of this room.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, but it's really cool that like what Tsarukyan is doing. Like you could tell he's investing some real money and time into making these videos and putting his name out there because he knows like his fighting style alone isn't going to get him in the minds of MMA fans to where they want to see him get a big fight. But if he does this extra stuff, people are more interested in him. I'm more interested in him. Because before his like Instagram run, he was like a nameless, faceless dude who won fights every once in a while. But now you're seeing his face all the time. He's like a recognizable star in MMA.
And he should be.
Well,
You know? He
but
had,
it's
well, he had
just
no
like,
charisma.
is he going to get the big
You know what I'm
fight?
saying?
You know, does he get the big fight now? And what is that big fight? Like, what is the big fight for him? Is it Topuria for the 155 belt?
Is Topuria coming back? Like right now, Gaethje has the title as far as I'm concerned, so Gaethje is the fight he should want. But I think Tsarukyan is definitely a number 1 contender right now. And yeah, he understands the game, that he needs to promote himself, promote his brand. I saw him cooking a steak outside and things like that. So props to him to understand that that's how the game is played.
Listen, it's all about the marketing, right, Fred? I mean, you got to be able to build up your portfolio in a sense. And if you don't have that charisma and you don't have that talk and that swagger, which we've seen with Conor and we've seen that with so many fighters, that's what makes them marketable. Sometimes you take like a great fighter and he becomes excellent because of his marketing. And that's the thing with Arman. Arman, it was kind of flat. We said that from way back. He's he's a dangerous fighter and probably will be champ at one point. But he didn't have any charisma. So he needed to work with some people. I'm sure they got him to hang around with Jake Paul and all this kind of stuff. This is what you need, man. You know, you need to build up who he is, and maybe he's got to do something a little bit crazy to, you know, up his worth. It could be something good like Conor throwing a dolly at a bus, or it could be like helping some charity. And I don't know. It's got to be something that's wow, you know, to bring up his stock, dude.
I think his stock is up.
It is, but it's not up enough that he's recognizable to the fight fans, but he has to be recognizable also to the non-fight fans. And that's the trick to it, you know?
Well, that's going to take a little bit more, getting a big fight. Hanging out with Jake Paul's a good start.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's got to do something with Jake Paul. He's got to call someone out. Just hanging with Jake Paul with his billions of followers. That's the way you do it. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It can't be just enough of like going and have a coffee and talking about whatever. There's got to be a little bit of spice.
There is.
You know,
I think I can
Yeah,
show
well,
you
what
the
kind?
video. Do you want to see?
sure, let me see it. Yeah, because I'm curious to see what that's all about.
Let's see.
I'll tell you if it's spice or not.
Did you not see it?
I saw him cooking steak.
Yeah, they were eating food. I saw them eating food.
What? Okay, let's see this.
This is on Arman's. I'm trying to see on Arman's page.
Listen, you were talking about Topuria. You know, the guy that's calling out Topuria right now, believe it or not, is Islam Makhachev. He wants to fight Topuria to go up in weight to the welterweight and fight at the UFC White House. And I could see that happening before Arman. So if Arman doesn't get his stock up, that's the fight to make, man. And it would be that's a seller on itself.
You're saying Makhachev and Topuria?
Yeah, that's what Islam wants. He's actually asking for that fight. And I think that would be insane.
No, it's not working. Don't know why.
What's up with this, man?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I had it going.
I
have
wanted
it
to
going.
see it. Yeah.
Looks like it's connected, but it's not. I don't know. Don't
Press
worry.
a button, Dave.
Yo, I did press a button. The button didn't do anything.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it didn't do anything. No.
So,
Hold on.
like,
We're trying to fix it.
so what was the whole basis? How did he end up with Jake Paul? Like,
I
I'm
have
trying to
no
figure
idea.
that out.
Jake Paul was just like in Armenia for some reason.
I thought he was at the
Tsarukyan.
Olympics. The guy travels a lot, obviously.
Yeah. But I think, you know, there's a lot of fights potentially out there for Ilya Topuria. And I think Arman Tsarukyan is one of them. No, that's not working. Still not working. We're getting an image,
What
but
the- how much
this is a
food
video.
can you eat, man?
This is
Look
a
at that.
video,
That's
and the video's
insane.
not going. Video should be going, right?
Yeah, but just leave that picture there. Look at that. Look
Yeah.
at the amount of food. How many guys? There's 3 guys eating all that? It's insane. Well, that's a party, man.
Why
But
is
I
it
don't
not
see any
working?
vino. Oh, here we go. Here we go, Dave. Look at this guy go.
There you go. They're eating.
Oh, it's Jake Paul. Look at
Yeah,
him.
that's what I'm saying.
Like savages. Look at
Yeah.
that.
See, you like this. You're excited
like
by
it.
this. Look at them eating.
I am kind of. Look at
See?
him. Wow, look at Jake Paul. He's just ripping apart, man. Like Evander Holyfield's ear, man, from Mike
Yeah.
Tyson. Oh, they have some wine. I see some wine. It's getting good. 3 men in a cup
I think that's water.
in a wine glass. Who's the other guy on the side? I can't really tell.
Tsarukyan is like wealthy or something, right, Fred? What's the deal? He's like his family is very rich.
I know he's rich. I think, yeah, his family's very rich.
Mm-hmm. Like he doesn't need to fight. He's just doing it because he likes it. So he's
He
out
likes
there.
the
He's
violence.
doing his thing, and I think you know,
But what was the
he's
whole point
angling
of that,
for a big
dude?
fight. But like, you look-
Tsarukyan's the guy at jiu-jitsu that's there every day, and everybody wonders, like, hey, doesn't this guy work or something?
yeah,
Nah, he's rich.
yeah. Who's this kid? How come he's traveling everywhere and he doesn't seem to have a job? It's strange. There's a bunch of those. You're like, how does that work? How are you training 3 times a day, every day, and doing nothing else?
Well, it depends if someone's sponsoring you. You know, I mean, George, that's how he.
No,
pretty
some of
much
these
had his
kids
career
are
take
not
off.
even that good.
Well, that's a different
Nobody's
story,
sponsoring
dude.
them. You know what I mean? Fred, you've seen Fred. You know what I'm talking about. Fred's laughing because there's like a couple guys who are like, yeah, those guys. What's going on?
They got rich parents.
Weird video, man.
Yeah, something, right? Oh shit. That's Tsarukyan, but he made it big. You know, he had some talent. It worked out for him, and he's trying to get a big fight. I'm telling you, it's like him against Topuria, I feel like is the best fight you're going to make at 155. You really think Makhachev is going to go down from 170 as the 170 champion to fight Topuria at 55?
No. He probably wants Topuria to go up, and I don't
He
want
wants Topuria to go up?
I'm speculating, but I don't think Islam's going back to 155.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Well, he
saying.
wants him to go up to welterweight.
I don't think the Islam-Topuria fight is really the fight. I think it's probably Gaethje and Topuria. And I think that, again, that's going to tie into the White House stuff. Like, I think Gaethje-Topuria is one of the most locked-in, pencil-it-down fights that I'd be willing to bet on happening at the White House June 15th.
Man,
That's
it would
happening.
be sick if Islam fights Topuria, but that would be. I always keep telling you, it's got to be a Super Bowl kind of like fight, and that's a Super Bowl fight.
Gaethje and Topuria is a big fight too, especially after Gaethje's performance.
Yeah, but so what are the other fights? Because like right now, you tell me Gaethje Topuria, I got Topuria, so that means a foreigner is going to win at the White House, and like let's say Khamzat's on it. I think Khamzat would beat whoever he fights. I think Islam would beat who. Is there going to be an American champion?
An American champion? You got to pray Kayla Harrison is ready to go. I mean, who's out there from America that's a number one contender or a champion right now? It's not many.
How many choices?
America or Canada. I mean, I'm not knocking America. I'm saying Canada, North America. Mexico, too. Let's throw all of North America in there. We are not representing that strongly in the UFC right now. There's a lot of us in there, a lot of North Americans, but not a lot of champions.
You're right. We had MAB last week, man, and that's about it. That's as far as it goes for Canada.
Well, he lost.
He lost, but that's what I'm saying. We don't have much.
Yeah. I don't know.
For the White House card, you would want some Americans to win, I guess.
But who?
I'm not sure. Like if they get Conor versus Nate.
Yeah.
Nate hasn't fought in so long, man. So has Conor. So maybe Nate has a chance, but I don't see a lot of matchups right now that are going to put Americans in the winning circle.
Well, Nate is angling for a fight, I think, with Max Holloway.
Oh, that's even worse for him.
It's not but it's a fun fight. Like, it might not be, but like it's not a great option for Nate as far as like competition wise. It might be really tough, but like if he comes in sharp, it could be fun. Last time we saw Nate in the UFC, he went 5 rounds with Leon Edwards, and he was looking good in the 5th round.
How many years ago, though?
That was a while ago, right? I don't know. But he didn't
the
have a
rumors
boxing
this
match
week
with Masvidal and beat him. I feel like Nate's always kind of game.
I think it would be exciting if he was on the card, but like the
2022.
rumors were kind of like.
No,
rumors kinda got
2021
squished
was
this week.
Leon Edwards. 2022, he beat Tony Ferguson, and then he left the UFC. Nate Diaz. I feel like Nate Diaz, Max Holloway, you put it on, it's guaranteed a fun fight, it's guaranteed big names, and it's guaranteed an American wins because Nate's from California and Max is from Hawaii. So either way, you got an American winning.
Yeah, you got a win-win.
Yeah, exactly. You need some American victories here and there. I think on that White House card, you're going to hope for it. One of the best American hopes the greatest American champion in the history of the UFC, Jon Jones, looks like he's out. He told a guy who had like Meta glasses that he's gonna need hip surgery, and then that guy released the footage, and Jon Jones said that he didn't know that the guy was wearing Meta glasses and recording him secretly, and he didn't know he was gonna release that footage. But apparently, and he says he's healthy, but I don't know. I think he said his hip though is like hurt and he may need surgery. So I think, Jon Jones for the White House, probably not going to happen. And with hip surgery, like who knows how bad that is? That could be the end of Jon Jones. We may never see him again, which is sad. It's sad when a great athlete has to retire because of an injury. It's not how you want to see a great athlete go out.
Like, we don't know what type of surgery exactly he has, or because, hip surgery makes it sound like he won't be coming back. I would doubt it. You never know.
Be tough. At his age, in MMA, it'd be tough. But he could come back for a fight. At some point, who knows?
You see, I'm a little past Jon Jones. Like, I think Jon Jones is the greatest.
Yeah.
Like, the way that he hasn't really fought in recent years. The only fight he took was what, Cyril Gane, and after that Stipe.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he's been a part timer for a while, and to me, this is not much of a surprise. So, like, it's unfortunate, but. To me, Jon Jones is already retired in my head. He's been retired for a while.
Yeah. But as far as an American hope for that White House card, he's their best one. I'm trying to think of other divisions with even number one contenders that are American, and I'm struggling to find one. It doesn't exist. Yeah. Does it not exist? What's happening?
Well, the only thing I was trying to say earlier was a rumor, and then it kind of got squished by Dana White, was the Colby Covington against Conor. You wanted an American in there. That would have been exciting.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on. Covington versus Conor? Come on.
Sean O'Malley versus Petr Yan.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, I think they might do that. That's a good one. Sean O'Malley is a top American contender. That's a good one.
Gaethje Topuria would be good, but I think
Gaethje
Topuria wins that.
Gaethje is an American champion.
Maybe you do Khamzat versus Sean Strickland, maybe, but I don't know. Khamzat's gonna destroy Strickland. So do you want to do that?
Yeah. Well, Strickland has a fight, doesn't he, coming up?
Yeah, he does, huh? I forget against who, but...
Yeah, it's not like an easy fight either. He's fighting...
No, you're right. There's not a lot of American contenders right now. Like, if you look at the champions, there's no American champion. And on the male side and on the female side either, Mackenzie Dern, she's not American. She's Brazilian, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's no American champion except for Kayla Harrison.
Yeah.
That's the only one that could maybe be on that card and defend the title.
Where's Joshua Van from?
He's not American, I think.
Oh, he's born in Myanmar, but I feel like he grew up in America. I think he's kind of American.
Yeah, he's he has American citizenship.
Yeah, they could get him in there. I think they're going to try to do that. I think Petr Yan, let's say it's 6 title fights, because I think 7, 8, or 9, it's going to run the card way too long, and they just don't have the patience for that. Because if you have title fights that go 5 rounds and they all go 5 rounds, this thing is going to last like 9, 10 hours. It's going to be outrageous. I think 6 title fights is the most you could possibly do. And I'm going to say that Petr Yan, Sean O'Malley is going to be on that card. Even though Marab should get the next shot at Petr Yan, they're going to give it to Sean O'Malley, who barely squeaked by Song Yadong. right?
Yadong.
Like, let's be real. But I get it. It's a White House card. Whatever. But it should be Marab, right? Oh, she's back again.
Listen, man. There's a lot of comments that came in too that I had seen where they were just saying, look, Jones is the guy to have on that card, and maybe Jones is playing like the line game like he's done before. Maybe he's bullshitting, waiting for that big paycheck, because let's be honest, he only has maybe one last fight. Maybe he's playing this game trying to see how much he can take, for the UFC to get him back, and then boom, all of a sudden, biggest paycheck, here comes Jon Jones bullshitting about it like a hip thing, and he's there. It could be. Jon Jones is pretty crafty when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because he got, why I'm a little bit skeptical? Because he got an influencer to push the narrative that he's injured. So either it's his way of saying, listen, I'm really injured, or is it just to build up a bullshit, make it look like, he's out of the game, but, maybe Dana, gives him like one big paycheck and that's it.
Yeah.
Like he could be pulling a fast one, and Jon Jones is known to do these kind of stuff.
You might be right. You might be right. It doesn't seem like it, but you might be right. Johnny North in the chat making a good point. I want to give a shout out to the chat. Very active tonight. Doug Hepburn in the chat. Antoinette. Big Johnny, of course. And several others. Thank you for joining us tonight live in the YouTube chat. I see you. Johnny North saying a 9 or 10 hour watch along would be awesome. Do it, UFC. Yeah, I mean, if we have like 8 or 9 title fights, we're talking about an 8 or 9 title fight pay-per-view. What are we talking about? Like, say we're doing a watch along for the pay-per-view and we come on at 9 o'clock. How many title fights? Like, is it all title fights?
Makes no sense.
5 fights,
man.
all for a belt?
I wouldn't put more than 3 title fights on one card, man, and fill it up with some big fights, man. Give us Connor and Nate, and give us some big fights like that.
You get Connor and Colby.
Nate should be a 5-round fight.
But it's not for a title.
Yeah, but it's still 5 rounds. It's taken forever.
Yeah, but look, you get Connor and Colby, even though like Dana White just says that it might not happen. You get Holloway against Diaz. Man, tell me, these are all like barn burners. And Fred is right. You keep it at about 3 title fights, which would be cool. And all the rest is just entertainment fights. The fights that people want to really see. And the fights that people will come out. I mean, this is what is going to happen. It has to be exciting and it has to be huge.
Nate Diaz hasn't fought in so long, man. Should he really be doing a 5 round? Same thing for Connor.
Yeah, but you know what, Fred? Entertainment, man. Entertainment fight. That's all it is. Nothing more.
3 rounds, probably fine for those guys. But as far as title fights that I expect to see, I would say Yan and O'Malley, Gaethje and Topuria for the lightweight belt. I think we probably see Joshua Van thrown on there against either Pantoja or Tetsuro Taira. And that's 3. And I don't know what say it's 6, right? I don't know what the other 3 might be. Maybe Islam against Carlos Prates? No. I think a welterweight guy. It might be Carlos Prates or Ian Garry or Michael Morales. I think it's going to be one of those guys. It's not going to be Shavkat Rakhmonov, who I was very excited to see compete in 2026, but it looks like it's not going to happen for him, at least not for most of the year, because he's got some sort of leg, knee injury, something. As people saw him walking around in crutches. Saw a picture of him, his knees all taped up, braced up. Sad. So much promise. Hopefully he recovers quickly and returns soon to the UFC, because I think he would be a champion at some point.
Yeah, but with all the time he's been off, I think we gotta move on. And when he comes back, man, do you really want to see him in a title fight right away? Like, I don't know, maybe he'll need a warm-up fight or something.
Yeah, it's been a while. He's been inactive now for a long time. It's a big setback. At this point in the game, it's a big setback because he hasn't fought in a while already. So another injury is just devastating. So Islam, you look at who would contend for the welterweight championship right now, and I think you're looking at Machado, Garry, Morales, or Prates. One of those guys. And I feel like maybe Islam is going to be on that card. And I could see Pereira be on that card too, defending the title against like Carlos Ulberg. These are fights. These are fights that I think they're putting together. Do these excite you? Any of these fights?
Not that much.
I mean, we're seeing some big fighters, but it's kind of like this guy against, whoever.
I'll be honest. I'm not crazy about the idea of, like you mentioned 5-6 title fights, man. Why do that? Then all the other events around there are gonna feel empty. I don't feel the need to put that many title fights on one fight card. And like, for the spectacle, it's kind of cool that they're going to the White House, but I don't know. Why is it so special, man? It's special, but not to that point.
Well, how about this? Counterpoint to that, Fred. They're going to the White House. They want to make a big splash. They want to do a huge card that everybody's going to watch, right? Without most of their champions on the card, or like a good chunk of them, what are the big fights that they're doing outside of title fights that are drawing people in? Like, what else can they do?
I agree, but you don't need to have 5 title shots. Like, do the Max Holloway and Nate Diaz or whatever. Add some marquee fights like that. And like I say, Nate Diaz hasn't fought in so long. He should be fighting a 3-round fight. No need to put him in a 5-rounder.
And you let him fight for the BMF title. You put that as one of the title fights. But that's an entertainment fight and an entertainment belt in a sense. So that's what you do with Diaz. And you bring him up against like Holloway. I think that would be the best, one of the best fights on that card. But, yeah, you can't have too many belts. But,
yeah,
the White House fight is going to happen. It's going to be big, and it's got to be like bold. And that's the thing, it's going to be all that. And that's why I'm saying, man, you get a Conor in there, or you get a Jon Jones in there, you get a Colby Covington, you get you get some of the crazy ones in there. That's what sells.
I'm
Even
looking at
Garry
UFC,
in there would make it.
I'm looking at UFC 300, which was another one of these big shows that the UFC wanted to stack and give us lots of exciting fights top to bottom. And I think that's what they're trying to replicate here in a way with the White House card. And that card had 2 real title fights and 1 BMF title fight. You had Alex Pereira beating Jamal Hill for the light heavyweight title in the main event. You had Zhang Wei Li in the co-main event beating Yan Xiaonan for the women's strawweight title. Then you had Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje for the BMF title in that legendary fight. Arman Tsarukyan versus Charles Oliveira in just a 3-rounder, and Bo Nickel versus Cody Brundage in another 3-rounder to round out the main card, a UFC 300. Then the prelims were very good. You had Yuri Prohaska versus Alexander Rakic, Aljamain Sterling versus Calvin Kattar, Kayla Harrison, Holly Holm, Diego Lopes, Sodiq Yusuff. The first fight of the night was Davison Figueiredo and Cody Garbrandt. I mean, this was a good fight card top to bottom, and I think a card like this is what the UFC could be looking at. But Dana keeps saying, and everybody keeps saying, it's going to be like many title fights. 5, 6, 7, 8 title fights. As many as 9 has been talked about. I think Donald Trump said 11, but, who knows? No one under 11. So it's just a lot of fights and a lot of speculation at this point, but the word is Dana White is going into matchmaking phase for this card. So we're going to start hearing some real rumors and getting some real answers about this pretty soon. It'll be good. I think they're going to, stack it with big fights. When I first heard about this White House card, I said, really? Are they really going to do this? And now it's like, yeah, they are doing it. And they're going to give us a very, very big fight card. And like I've said it again before on the show, I don't think it matters for the UFC to space out their title fights anymore like it used to. These numbered events are just numbered events. They're just like fight nights. They don't matter. So you could just stack one and have it be the event of the year and have everybody watch.
Welcome.
And have that be the model for the UFC every year as far as their scheduling and, booking of their big fights. I think they're going to go with trying to do like one UFC 300 event every year where everybody watches. Dana White was interviewed. I saw a clip. He said this is going to be the most watched fight, watched UFC fight ever. So they're trying to get everybody to watch. I wouldn't be surprised if they threw Conor McGregor on this and like 3 or 4 title fights. I think that's the way to go. You have a 5-fight main card with like 3 title fights, a Conor McGregor fight, and something else. Nate Diaz and Max Holloway for a BMF title. And then like 3 real titles. So 4 title fights, and a Conor fight. That would be huge. That could probably stack up with the best UFC cards ever. So there's an option there. Antoinette gifting a membership. Thank you, Antoinette. Member of the team over at joined.ringsidereport.net. Joined.ringsidereport.net to support. Membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website over at ringsidereport.net. AJ, next week we have Sean Strickland taking on what's his name? Hernandez. Anthony Hernandez. I want to say Alex Hernandez. He's a different guy. Anthony Hernandez. I should remember that, AJ, because that's your name. Main event.
More about Antonio.
Sure.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
UFC Houston. In Houston, Texas.
This is the type of guy you should have on the White House card. I mean, a guy like Sean Strickland, you get him on that card, it would be pandemonia. That's exactly who you need. He'll fight now. If he could beat Anthony Hernandez, he'll be on the White House card. But yeah, I love Sean Strickland. It's going to be a tough fight. Hernandez is 15-2. He's doing really well.
Yeah.
But Sean is a veteran, man, 29-7. He always goes out to win, and he's going to make a show out of it. There's no doubt about it. But can Anthony handle it?
Sean Strickland is a wild boy. He likes to go out and scrap. He's good to go. If he beats Anthony Hernandez, right, and you're talking about the White House, he would be a good fight for the White House to challenge for a title. He's American. He's as American as it gets. Him against Khamzat Chimaev would be nuts. I feel like that's a possibility too. If they really want to stack the card, if Sean Strickland wins next week, and if Anthony Hernandez wins next week, they might find themselves in line for a title shot. I think if Strickland wins, he's got a better shot because there's still Nasruddin Imavov out there, and I think Imavov is maybe a better option than Hernandez, but who knows what the UFC is thinking. But if Strickland wins, he's a big name, he's American, he could find himself turning around February to June, taking another fight. He could take a fight in June, right? After winning in February, why not?
Easy.
It's not a long in between there to prepare for Khamzat, but I think Strickland would be willing to take it.
Probably, but I think most people would expect him to lose. And does he want to lose at the White House?
Yeah, but Sean Strickland...
I don't think they see it like that, though, Fred. I don't think he sees it as an opportunity to lose. I think he sees it as an opportunity to become world champion and beat Khamzat in front of the president.
It would be historic, man.
Yeah.
It would be crazy. And that's the thing. And even if he loses, I mean, the guy's going to put on a show that people are going to remember. I mean, regardless, he's going to go in there as the underdog, and it's going to be the expected result would be for him to lose. But if he could pull it off, man, it's going to be exactly what Dana White wants for the White House. The unexpected, to happen. And that would be it, man. And you know what? Let's not count out Sean Strickland, because if he's on the ball and he's like all engines are firing, that guy is super dangerous. Stand or ground. That guy could pull it off, man.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there might be an inclination, too, from the UFC to stack the card with some of the more vocal Trump supporters, like a Sean Strickland, like a Kobe Covington, like a Kamaru Usman, who could be in line for a fight with Islam for the welterweight belt. Like, that could be another one. Usman, an American guy, very Trump-centric. There's been talk of Jorge Masvidal as well. I think they might use some of the guys on their roster that are very pro-Trump and guys that Trump likes, because, this is kind of a show for him in a way. Right? Isn't it?
Maybe, but they'll all lose.
Well,
Kobe
yeah, but so
like all these guys
funnier.
you mentioned. Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't know. Well, it's find me some Trump supporters that'll win. How about Bo Nickel? He likes Trump. He'll probably be on the card. He'll win. Maybe. Although, he's not a lock.
I mean, Jon Jones loves Trump, and if he's there, he'd probably win. So that would be great.
Yeah, but he's hurt.
So they say, Dave.
I'm saying, find me a Trump supporter that'll
win.
It could
be a John Cena, right?
I'm trying to stack it with the Trump guys because it's in the White House. He'll be there, obviously, and I think the UFC is going to want to throw some of his favorite fighters on there. But some of those guys, yeah, like you said, they might not win unless you give them easy matchups. But yeah, seeing Kamaru Usman, like proud Trump supporter, getting beat by a Russian named Islam might not be the best thing for the Trump base. They might not love that too much. Who knows? They might be mad. I'm not sure. I think Islam is probably a Trump supporter too, in his own way. A lot of the UFC guys are. But Islam's not American, so it doesn't really count. You can support him all you want. You can't vote for him. It's different, AJ, talking to you. Support him all you want. You can't vote for him. You can't do anything about it. You're just out there talking trash.
You could buy his watch that he's selling on television, the Trump watch.
Have you done that?
No, I was hoping that you would buy it for me.
Can't do that. Can't do that one.
Dave, man, that would be so funny.
Yeah,
Dave Simon buys the Trump watch.
It would not. Nope. Not for me. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Well, this has been lovely to see you all and to hang out and to do the thing.
That's very nice of you, Dave. Thank you very much.
It's great to see you,
So
AJ.
kind.
I'm glad you're enjoying the Olympics. I like that Fred and I are the same way, that we haven't watched a single second of any Olympics at all. I think that's funny. Because I know a lot of people, like people today, I was at work and somebody was like, are you watching the game? I'm like, what game are you talking about? And you know what? They walked away and I didn't hear their answer. And I'm assuming it was a hockey game because I know Canada plays hockey in the Olympics. But I don't know. Did Canada play today, AJ?
Yeah,
Hockey?
man, they played today, and they won 5-0 against the Czechs, man. They smashed the Czechs, which I was kind of surprised that they didn't get a goal. But
5-0.
5-0, man.
Wow. This is the Canadian men that won?
Yeah.
The Canadian women are playing too? Hockey?
No, they lost. Yeah, they lost against the States 5-0, in fact.
They did?
But yeah, the other night or the other day. But
they didn't play today?
I don't know if they
I thought they played today. I saw somebody watching Canada playing Finland. I saw somebody in their office watching Canada-Finland play, I think, hockey. Maybe that was from another day. I don't even know. I just passed by and I saw it on a screen. I was like, oh, I guess something's happening.
You know what? Like the whole Olympics kind of like threw me off. I'm like, since we're on that topic, are you there, Dave?
No.
Are you there? So you know what
Yeah.
threw me off about this Olympics, and Johnny could probably agree with me. Here it is in Italy, and the Canadian team comes out with these like weird Canadian ponchos. Did you see it?
No.
Show a picture of these ponchos, dude. It was the weirdest thing.
See, I was right.
Can you
The
hear?
Canadian women's hockey team beat Finland today.
How much? So I missed that one.
I don't know, but they beat them.
Yeah, I'm
Doug
like,
Hepburn dropping a super chat. He says Dave versus AJ on the White House card. Fred versus Johnny. All right, deal. Sounds good.
we could do that. We could do that. It'd be nice to be at that like actual card ringside at ringside at the UFC White House would be awesome, man. I could get a chance to walk into the White House, steal some of the canapes, have a couple of glasses of vino,
And then
Dana White.
fight
It would be
me
awesome.
in an octagon.
I don't know if that would fly, but
I think that's part of the deal that Doug is talking about.
Doug, we're friends, man. What are you trying to do? What
Yeah.
are you trying to do, Doug?
How much are we
Trying to
getting
poison
paid?
us, man.
Because I
Oh,
would
yeah,
need
how
a
much are we getting paid?
substantial paycheck to fight AJ at the White House.
I would take a shot, dude.
Paycheck.
If it brings up our ratings, man, you know me. I'm ready to do it. I've done worse.
I'm gonna win anyways. I'm not worried, but still, AJ doesn't like that kind of talk. He takes it real personal.
Yeah, I do. But listen, let's get back to the Olympics. Why was Mariah Carey
AJ will gas.
singing?
I'm gonna gas him.
Why, dude?
Take you
Mariah
deep
was there.
water.
I miss
Carey.
Mariah.
Mariah
No,
Carey.
now I
Listen,
feel
man,
bad.
what the hell is she doing at an Italian like
Mariah
Olympic
could be
opener
wherever
and
she
singing
wants, man.
Italian? No, dude, no, she can't. She can't. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Hands
Oh,
down,
yeah,
that
she-
was like I wasn't happy about that.
Where's Pavarotti?
Singing
when you need him?
Italian. Where's Pavarotti? Exactly.
I don't know,
man.
but I gotta research it now. 'Cause that's it.
Dude, it was
The
the
best
I
outfit
part
didn't
was
of
see.
horrible.
I don't know what you're
The
talking
singing
about.
was like, listen,
Me
man, you got
neither.
so many great Italian singers, and you put Mariah Carey in a Cinderella dress that didn't move, and I'm like, what the fuck? Am I watching the Olympics? I had to go back and check and see. Yeah, it's the Olympics. Something is not right. It is Mariah Carey. This doesn't make sense. This is my only beef. It's been my beef since it opened. The opening ceremonies were like not a good night for AJ. I was like,
I mean, the
kind of-
opening ceremonies is the only part I saw was all the symbolism. It's a lot of satanic stuff, it seems.
There was a lot of satanic stuff. You had Mariah Carey singing Italian when there's like one of the best Italian singers in Italy, but they didn't get a chance. Like, it doesn't make sense, dude. Think about it.
I don't know. I
You're
don't
not gonna
care
go.
about
You're not gonna
the
go.
Olympics or the opening ceremonies or
I
anything
did, dude.
like that.
I did. It's in Italy, bro. It's in Italy.
Patton Hamilton Regina says, I would pay to see AJ versus Dave. Wow. Everybody wants to see us
What's
fight
up?
AJ.
Why, man? We're friends, man.
Yeah.
We don't fight.
I
The
don't
only
want to
time
fight
we fight
AJ.
is when we disagree who wins. You know,
Yeah.
between Biden and Trump. That's it. And other than that, we're okay.
Oh, yeah. Because you know me. I'm a big. Well, I don't even know where I stand on that one.
Oh, that would be cool. AJ versus Dave in the UFC
Video game.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
would
good
be good.
idea.
That
We
would
could
be
do
cool.
that.
Yeah,
We
we
could
could
do
do that.
that.
I think I could beat Dave on that.
In the video game, I would kill. You're bad at video games.
No,
Gotta
dude.
ask ChatGPT to do a video game animation of you two fighting.
Oh, yeah. Fred loves ChatGPT so much. So much.
So, Fred, why don't you do
My
it, man?
best friend.
I know.
It starts giving you
She's
advice
just
on
my doctor.
everything.
ChatGPT is my doctor. Anything's wrong, I'm like, what is this? And he's like,
I had tendonitis this week at my foot. That's why I didn't come. I wanted to come Wednesday night, and I woke up Tuesday, and I could barely walk. And my wife looked at me and said, "You're not going to train." I said, "Nah, no, I don't think so." I took 2 days off, and I went today.
Good.
Feel good.
Can you walk?
I think so. We'll see how I wake up.
I think
tomorrow
so.
morning. Well, right now it's okay. It's when I wake up in the morning, man. Sometimes my foot is like stuck or something, man. It
Yeah.
needs what is it? A535 or no, a DW40. That's what it needs.
Maybe you got some of that arthritis. Some of the
DW40
arthritis.
helps.
WD-40 will help.
A little spray
God.
behind the ankle.
I thought AJ. I'm surprised you're complaining about Mariah Carey. I really thought you were gearing up for a big rant on Bad Bunny, but that's not happening.
Oh, that wasn't great either, dude. The Super Bowl was.
I knew that was
horrendous.
coming. I knew I shouldn't have even opened the door.
That was pretty bad.
It was bad, all right. I know Antoinette might get mad, but I prefer like Pitbull by far.
I like him.
Pitbull is way better.
I like the Bad Bunny. He's good in the WWE.
I saw videos of people in the crowd filming, and it was awful for the people in the crowd because it was only a show made for TV. Like they're all in their little fucking
right
decor. So if you're sitting in the stands, you're not even understanding what's happening. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't.
It did kind of look cool on TV. Like the set was cool.
It did.
The thing.
And then I
just don't know any of the songs.
I
don't know his music.
Took out like all the special effects and all, and you could only hear his voice.
Ooh,
that was awful.
Thanks, Antoinette.
Also. Oh, okay.
Antoinette agrees with me.
Oh, Antoinette, who says, I love Bad Bunny, but that show was awful. Sorry. Well, you don't have to apologize.
Antoinette knows her stuff. She knows her shows, man.
You can
I'm telling you, Pitbull.
You can like or dislike whatever you want. I was not a huge fan of it either, but I didn't like hate it. I wasn't mad about it. I just thought, I knew going in that I wasn't going to be too excited about it because I don't know any of his songs. I look at the past few Super Bowl halftime shows and it was like Kendrick Lamar or
Snoop
Usher or Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Eminem and 50 Cent.
These
are all artists
that, cool.
that I'm very familiar with and I like. Like Kendrick last year was great. I know AJ didn't like it because he doesn't like Kendrick, and Fred didn't like it too much. But I thought it was really good because I like Kendrick Lamar. So I think if you like Bad Bunny and you're a big Bad Bunny fan, chances are you would have liked that. But I don't even know. Antoinette is a Bad Bunny fan, and she didn't like it, so who knows? But
that's why
I heard from some people thought it was amazing. Some people really liked it. But I don't know. I liked it better than the game. That game was like the most boring thing I ever saw in my life. So at least like he was singing and dancing. It was a little more entertaining than that football game where they scored no points. It was pretty lame. I hated the game.
It should be Mariah Carey, man. She sang with all the hip hop artists, man. You could have a bunch of collaborations.
I want
Mariah
Kanye.
Carey.
I want Kanye at the Super Bowl halftime. That'd be the shit. Yeezy. Let's go.
I'm sure that one passes.
He's on a comeback tour, Fred. It'll be all right, man. We're going to get Yeezy back one day. I want Jay-Z at the halftime show. Don't believe any of that stuff about Jay-Z. Like, that's crazy talk. It's all nonsense. People are trying to take Jay-Z down through Diddy and Epstein and everything. You can't take Jay-Z down. He did nothing. Well, he may have done some things, but the things people are trying to accuse Jay-Z of on the internet are not the things that he did. The things that he did, he talked about in his raps. You could go listen to his old albums. Volume 1, Volume 2, Reasonable Doubt, all these albums. You could go and listen to them. He tells you about the things that he's done. He's done some bad things, but not the things that they're trying to accuse him of now for some reason.
I mean, it's
Give
quite
me Jay-Z at the
coincidence.
halftime show.
He's in both like the Epstein files and the Diddy files.
He's not in Diddy files.
Damn.
He just was friends with Diddy like every other big rapper, Also, he's in Epstein
have
files.
Stocks and Johnson & Johnson?
Doing some things with, like, he's hanging out with Harvey Weinstein in 1996, which makes no sense. He had his first album in 1996. He was not like a big
Green Day
player in the music business. For him to be hanging out with, it doesn't make any sense. Like, a lot of people are named in those files, but it doesn't mean that they're guilty of anything. Like the Jay-Z and Pusha T stuff was like, yeah, this is just somebody claiming that they saw them where something happened. It's like, okay. I don't buy any of that. I really don't. Like, if it was a credible thing, I would go, okay, that's credible. But I don't believe any of those accusations or whatever people are trying to put on Jay-Z. It's not even accusations. It's like vague rumors. No.
It's like me shaking hands with Prince Andrew. If somebody caught that on camera, I'd be buzzed.
No, it's not, AJ. It's not the same. Because Prince Andrew actually did crimes, for sure. He's got his princehood taken away. He's not even a prince anymore. Jay-Z isn't accused of anything. Prince Andrew is like documented doing crazy shit. It's not the same, man. Don't try to say Jay-Z and Prince Andrew are the same.
Blessed.
This is why you can't be doing that.
Don't do that shit, man. Simple.
What are you saying?
And yes, Green Day was much better. Like the opening with Green Day was like awesome. That was like
Green Day.
good.
Yeah, Green Day, I know their music. They're good, you know? But Bad Bunny, I don't listen to, so I don't know. But I like him in wrestling, so, you know, I'm willing to be positive about
Jake
him.
Paul was better than
Give him a chance. I like Bad Bunny. I think he's cool. His music is not my music, but that's totally fine. Like, I'm not mad about the Super Bowl. I just think that people get mad about it. It's like, yo, relax.
Dude, no offense.
There's other
but
things
when
to
I
get
saw
mad
the guy,
about.
Listen, when I saw the guy come out, you know what? I thought, really? I said, man, remember I sent you a message? I'm like, you sure that's not Borat? Like pulling a fast one? They look very similar, dude.
Cool. So thanks, everybody, for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow night with Johnny North for some pro wrestling talk. A lot of things going on in the world of professional wrestling, including possibly the return of Bad Bunny, of course, and Roman Reigns and everything. Everything is happening. WrestleMania season is upon us. We're heading towards the Chamber of Elimination in Chicago. We're talking about wrestling tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at Ringside Report.